How do birds and animals survive in winter? How do plants cope with such severe cold temperatures and frozen water? You may discover the answers to these questions while watching this podcast. You will also have a much better idea of what to look for when we take a trip to this environmental center next week. As we make our way towards the pond, pay close attention to things you see in the woods. Animals tend to be somewhat inactive during the winter season, but you may see signs that they've been here. Do you see any stumps cut at an angle? Look closely for tooth marks. If you see them, that's evidence that a beaver has been here recently. That's exactly what we see here. Look, here's a tree the beavers cut down last year that's already started to grow back. Just one indication of the resiliency of nature. Food sources for animals are very scarce in the winter. Some animals hibernate during this season. Some hoard food in the fall in preparation for winter. Other animals must forage for food on a daily basis in order to stay alive. The evergreens shown in this picture are white cedars. They are a favorite food for deer. Look closely for places where deer have ripped off the lower branches. How high can deer reach? If we look closely, we may see other evidence that deer have been nearby. Look carefully in the snow. Right there, that's a deer track. If we're very quiet and follow these tracks, we might see a small herd of deer grazing. They're usually here in the afternoon sun, feeling lucky that the snow hasn't buried all their food sources. This tree stump is dead, but that doesn't mean it's not being used by other living things. It's actually a center of winter activity. Under it, numerous creatures are slumbering in undisturbed hibernation. Snakes, butterflies, bumblebees, toads, spiders, even salamanders. Would you like to learn more about that? If so, click the link at the bottom of this screen. You can investigate some of the aspects of hibernation. Look at the holes in this tree. Do you find that pattern to be unusual? Do you think that it was created by man or animal? If you said animal, you're right. These holes were made by a type of woodpecker called a yellow-bellied sapsucker. As you might imagine from the name, this bird feeds on tree sap. It also likes to eat insects, which are coincidentally attracted to tree sap. Click the link at the bottom of the screen if you'd like to learn more about yellow-bellied sapsuckers. Many plants die from the cold temperatures of our northern winter, but nature has provided a way for them to flourish when the weather warms up. The genetic code for these plants is contained in their seeds. Every species has a unique adaptation for spreading its seeds to new sites. Some seeds are wind-borne, others are hitchhikers that stick to clothes. How do you think the seeds in this picture will be spread? That's right, they'll be carried away by the wind. Be sure to check your clothes when you leave to see if you've picked up any hitchhikers. Enjoy the beauty of winter while it's here. Spring will come, and with it, this brown and white landscape will turn into a million shades of green.